Hey guys, my name is Julie Hutchison, and this video is going to be about why I joined eXp, the deciding factors that led me up to choosing the brokerage, what led me there, and maybe hopefully some of this resonates with you. So if you like this video, if you feel like this resonates with you, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel as well as book a call with me and we can discuss if the model is right for you. And if you stay tuned to the end, I'll also give you a 11-month update of where I'm at since joining eXp. So decision factors that led me to eXp, in order for you to understand that, you're going to kind of need to know a little bit about my career and how I got to where I am today. I'll try to make it short for you. So I was in aerospace and defense. I was doing IT and then data analytics for the first half of my career, for the first 19 years. And I had an opportunity at that point. I was going to leave the company I was at, and I had moved to Austin, Texas also, which, if you don't know, is a very tech-centric city. And so I was super excited about the opportunities here in Austin. I was interviewing with Facebook. I had a job offer from Apple. But one of the things that kept standing out to me is all of those, this was back in 2019, required you to go into the office, required you to be there 50 plus hours a week, working in an office under fluorescent lights. I had 2 daughters and I had worked from home for probably 15 years. And so the thought of that was just really depressing to me. Although the work was very interesting and cutting edge, it just felt like it was something I didn't want to do the second half of my career. And I also knew as I progressed forward, I was getting, more and more toward maybe the future, toward the end of my career. And I didn't want to kind of just end up in an office, maybe as an executive and then retire, which I had seen happen over and over. So all of this kind of accumulated and led me into real estate. And at that point, I was considering getting my license, but I stumbled upon real estate investing. And so I got really heavy into real estate investing. I started doing wholesales. I started doing flips, very hands-on flips. And then I purchased rental properties. And I loved real estate investing. I still love real estate investing. I still do it. But at that time, I also realized that having a license would be advantageous to me. And there's kind of 2 schools of thought on that. Some people think it's a disadvantage to have your real estate license as an investor. But for me, I was doing a lot of online marketing and kept getting leads that really needed to list their property. They wanted full price. The market was accelerating. This was in 2019. And so at that point, I decided to get my real estate license. And I studied at the end of 2020, going into 2021. And I got my license and then started looking at brokerages. And it's quite a bit overwhelming. There's a lot of business models out there. There's a lot of people trying to recruit you. I was first introduced to eXp through actually an investor tech company did a presentation on eXp, and it was really intriguing. The part that intrigued me was the technology aspect of it. Coming from technology, seeing a company that was kind of disrupting the industry using technology was exciting to me, but I didn't jump on it right away. I started, the people presenting it were out in California, so it felt a little bit distant for me. And also being a brand new real estate agent and hearing the statistics, I didn't want to work with someone that was way out in California, even though I'd worked from home for years. It didn't feel right away. And I kind of overlooked a lot of the aspects of the model because I was thinking that way. So then I started looking at all different ends of the spectrum. As an investor, a lot of investors go with flat fee brokerages where you just pay a fee for every transaction that you do. But basically you don't get a lot. You don't get technology, you don't get tons of education, you don't get support model, which again, being a new realtor felt a little bit like it was not going to be the right model for me. So then I looked at the total other end of the spectrum, which was joining a team and doing it like a 50-50 split or a 60-40 split. And you'd have everything built in. You'd have your leads already given to you, and you'd have, tools and technology and marketing already set up. And that was intriguing, but already being a business person, already being somewhat in the industry, I felt like giving away half of my paycheck every time I did a transaction, which is a lot of work, was a little bit too extreme too. And so then I circled back around. Someone else came to me with the eXp model, and I really started studying it. and kind of found out that it's really the best of both worlds, because you can basically get up to 100% commission if you take advantage of all of the programs that eXp offers. If you're a high producing agent, you can get your cap back in stocks. And if you do get that, you're basically at 100% commission. So it was, very low cost brokerage, but then also it has the support built into it. So I'm going to dive a little bit into that right now. And the way I like to break down the eXp model, now that I've been here for a while, the three kind of cornerstones that stand out to me are, first, the community and the teaming aspect of it, and then the technology aspect of it. And then the third item is the wealth, which I also call the kind of exit strategy. So the community support aspect, again, that was kind of first and foremost as a new agent. If you're an existing agent, it's still great because it kind of spans all different experience levels. So I had a mentor for my first 3 transactions, and it was someone that was here locally in Austin, Texas. We met in person. And then I had my sponsor line, which were the people that brought me into eXp, and they offered masterminds 5 times a week, as well as a ton of online courses and training material to get me up and going. And then the third aspect of support and community is the training that eXp offers. So on top of all of that, they offer over 80 hours a week of online training. And then the fourth item is just the overall eXp community. So 76,000, I think at this point, maybe 77,000 agents worldwide. And we use a tool called Workplace, which is made by Facebook. And so you can get on there and talk with agents all over the world any time of day, from the top of the brokerage down to a brand new agent. And so even though they're virtual, you get this kind of family-like environment, community, and support of the entire brokerage. And because of that, the training is phenomenal. The training is from the top the top agents all over the world. And so you're getting cutting edge training on techniques that are working in today's market. And so that community aspect, when I joined, was actually even better than I expected. And so then the second area is the technology. And coming from technology, it was something that was important to me. And I've also been doing digital marketing for my investor business. And so I wanted to be able to quickly plug into a brokerage. I didn't want to spend hours setting up a new system for my realtor business. I wanted to have something that was just really plug right in. And that's what I found with eXp. So the CRM is also the back end to your website that you get with the brokerage. And you just pay a flat rate every month for all of this technology. And the CRM integrates pretty nicely with digital marketing using Facebook ads. There is some digital marketing that you can pay for and have it done for you if that's something you don't want to do yourself. So having all of that technology, and then also the eXp world, where I don't have to get in my car and drive to go talk to a broker if I have a question. I just go right into eXp world. My broker's there. Usually within 5 minutes, I can get my question answered and get on with my day. So, having real estate be my second career, I didn't want to wait 5 years for my business to get going. I wanted to fast track. And having that technology system and support really allowed me to fast track. And you'll hear about that at the end of this video, where I am and how quickly I've been able to stand up my business. And then lastly, the third item with eXp is being able to build wealth and the exit strategy. So having this be my second career, I still have plenty of time to work, but I don't want to work forever. I want to have that time freedom and financial freedom. And so eXp offers revenue share. They offer 5 ways to earn stock. And they also offer a lot of training in the investor aspect. So there's plenty of ways to build wealth so that you can get out of doing transactions ultimately and retire, rather than just end up continuing to be a realtor the rest of your life. And if you want to know more about that, feel free to book a call on my Calendly, and I can go through quite a bit in depth on how to build wealth and retire. And you can do it really quickly. Actually, my sponsor that brought me into eXp through the revenue share program was able to retire in less than a year, which is incredible. It's not necessarily standard results. They've worked really hard to do that, he and his fiance, but there are ways to really fast track your way to retirement and not wait until you're 65 to retire as a realtor. So those 3 areas were huge contributing factors to why I joined eXp, and they led me to where I am now. I'm 11 months in. I think I have done 19 transactions, maybe 20 transactions now, which is way more than I expected to do in my first year as an agent. And then in addition, with the revenue share program, I didn't think I was going to take advantage of it right away. I thought, I'll get in, I'll build my business, and then ultimately it's something I'll do in the end. But I was able to do it very quickly. So I brought in 14 agents to eXp in the revenue share program. And then the other thing I have done since then is I've become a mentor, and I'm mentoring other agents who are coming into eXp. And then lastly, I'm right in the process of building my own real estate team as well. And so a real estate team is where I'll be able to bring like a buyer's agent in. I have an administrative assistant, and I'm able to kind of scale as a real estate business rather than it just being me doing transactions on my own. So 11 months, I feel like it's been really awesome. Looking back on it, I wish I would have gotten the model right away and just joined the first time I heard about eXp, but I'm very analytical, and so it took me a lot of weighing the pros and the cons. But I would encourage you to take a really deep dive into the model and look at it more than once, and also look at videos like this where you can hear stories of agents that have come in and been successful. And I will say it does take work. It's not, I do see new agents come in that last, a month and then give up. It does take a lot of work. It takes being an entrepreneur, but if you do and you're consistent and you follow up and you continue, your business will explode, and eXp is like the vehicle to allow that to happen really quickly. So thanks for watching. Again, subscribe if you like this video. I'll create more. It's really inspiring to have people like the video or leave comments. And then also, if you want to dive into any of the aspects that I've talked about, the revenue share, the wealth building, if you want to see some of the technology, or if you want to see some of the tools that we use to connect with other agents around the world, feel free to just book a call in the link below or on my Calendly. And it's Julie Hutchison, HUTCHISON on Calendly. And I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.